Once upon a time, in a peaceful valley where the sky stayed blue and the grass tickled your toes, lived a little duck named Daisy. She was the youngest of 5 ducklings and always the most curious. With her soft yellow feathers and bright orange beak, Daisy loved to explore, splash in puddles, and chase butterflies. One lovely morning, the sun rose high and warm, and Daisy waddled out of the pond with her brothers and sisters. But as soon as she spotted a shimmering blue butterfly dancing over the flowers, she couldn't help herself. Without a second thought, she chased it, through the tall grass, past the daisy field, and beyond the winding willow trees. She giggled and flapped her tiny wings as the butterfly zigzagged through the air. "Wait for me!" she called with a happy quack. But then suddenly, the butterfly flew over a hill and disappeared into the forest beyond. Daisy stopped. The giggles vanished. Everything around her was quiet, too quiet. She turned around, and her heart sank. The pond was gone. The willow trees were gone. Even the flower fields had vanished behind thick woods and mossy stones. "Quack," she said, her voice small. No answer. The wind whispered through the trees like a ghost. The leaves rustled. A branch cracked somewhere nearby. Daisy's feathers puffed up in fear. She was lost. The deeper she wandered into the forest, the darker it became. The sunlight barely touched the ground now. The trees stood tall like giants, their arms stretching over her head. She called for her mama. She called for her papa. But all she heard were the strange sounds of the forest, hoots, chirps, and the low growl of something she couldn't see. Daisy's little feet ached. Her tummy rumbled. A tear slipped down her cheek. "I just want to go home," she whispered. Suddenly, a gentle glow appeared between 2 trees. It twinkled like a star. Curious and desperate, Daisy waddled toward it. There, hidden beneath a canopy of vines and blooming moonflowers, stood something extraordinary. A wishing well. Its stones shimmered with tiny golden lights. A soft humming sound floated up from its depths, like a lullaby carried by the wind. Daisy slowly approached the well. She peered over the edge and gasped. The water inside swirled with colors: rose pink, ocean blue, sunbeam gold. It didn't look like normal water at all. It looked like melted rainbows. She remembered what her mama once told her: wishing wells only work when your heart is true. So Daisy closed her eyes tightly, placed her little wing on the heart, and whispered, "I wish to find my family. Please." The well bubbled, then fizzed, and then whoosh! A spiral of sparkling mist burst from the well, lifting Daisy high into the air. She let out a surprised quack as she was spun around faster and faster until the trees, the sky, the earth all disappeared in a burst of stardust. An unexpected journey begins. When the spinning stopped, Daisy found herself floating gently down on a giant lily pad in the middle of a cloudy river. The water sparkled with glitter. Floating flowers lit up as if powered by moonlight. The air smelled of bubblegum and honey. "Where am I?" she whispered. From the edge of the lily pad bounced a round, jolly little creature. He had tiny paws, a snuffly nose, and wore a daisy hat. "Welcome to the land of wishes," said the hedgehog cheerfully. "I'm Rollo. The well must have sent you here." "But I wanted to go home," Daisy said. Rollo twirled. "Oh, you will. But the well never grants wishes just like that. It wants you to learn a little along the way." "Learn what?" Rollo smiled. "That adventure is the best way to find your way back." Daisy and Rollo floated down the river together. Along the way, they passed singing stones, crystal frogs, and trees that whispered secrets when you tickled them. In a glowing glade, they met a squirrel named Melody, who only spoke in rhymes and loved to sing. "Lost, are you? Don't be sad. journey ahead will make you glad. Together, the three friends climbed the bubbling hill, slid down the rainbow slide, and crossed the windy bridge, where gusts of air told jokes that made everyone giggle. Daisy laughed more than she ever had before. But it wasn't all easy. One evening, they came across a turtle named Timmy, who was crying because he had lost his glasses. "I can't see the path to my burrow," he sniffled. "I'll help you," Daisy said. They searched high and low until Daisy spotted the shiny glasses caught in a sunflower. "Here you go." "Oh, thank you," Timmy beamed. "Here, take this in return." He handed her a leaf map that showed the way to the Stargate, a magical doorway that would lead her home. Excited, they followed the map. Along the way, they helped a frightened fox cross a wobbly log, rescued a baby owl from a bramble, and shared their snacks with a lonely mole. With every kind act, Daisy's heart grew lighter. She realized something magical. Helping others made her feel braver. The final challenge. As they neared the Stargate, a sudden storm rolled in. Thunder cracked, rain poured, and a huge wall of brambles blocked their path. "We'll never get through," Melody cried. Daisy had an idea. "Let's work together!" Rollo bounced, climbed the trees to keep Melody sang a courage song. Timmy ran away from the thorns, and Daisy clapped her wings to shield them from rain. Darting and through. Until finally, they stood before the golden Stargate. It shimmered, diamond light, pulsing gently with welcome light. Daisy turned to her friends. "Thank you. You're braver than you know," Timmy said. "Kinder than the softest feather," added Rollo. Daisy stepped through the gate. With a flash of light and a swirl of sparkles, she was back, standing in her car, just as the sun was rising. She heard familiar voices. "Daisy? Daisy!" It was her mama and papa. "Quack!" Daisy ran into their wings. "We were so worried." "I had the most amazing adventure," she said, eyes wide. "I made friends, helped others, and even found a wishing well." Her parents chuckled. "Sounds like you've grown up a bit." Daisy smiled. She was no longer just a lost duck. She was a brave explorer, a kind helper, and a believer in magic. From that day on, Daisy told her story to anyone who would listen. She taught other ducklings about wishes, adventures, and the power of friendship. And every time she passed by the old willow trees,